Just
Thank you.
want to talk to you about a couple of local guys that we got here in the impacting area. DeAndre Hill, Lakiris, Tyreek, Jake, and Malik Herring. Can you talk about just their impact on the roster this spring and what we expect from the fall?
Yeah, this is a great area to recruit from. As you can tell, we've got some good kids from this area. I'm excited about each one of those guys. I know the programs that each one came from. I know what they stand for. The high school coaches in this area do a tremendous job. I got to go to almost every one of those kids' high school games, whether it was their senior year, sophomore year, junior year. We had a lot of them in camp, but they all come from great families, great programs. I think when you look across the state of Georgia, the middle Georgia area had a lot of state champions last year, or a lot of guys in state championship games. And each one of those kids is going to contribute for us next year, and we'll continue to recruit this area as well.
Coach, you guys, a lot of expectations for you this fall. You've come up just a little short the last two seasons. If there's anything you could put your finger on, where is it that you think you guys got to get over that hump to be able to do what you want to do?
I think anytime you talk about a hump, you think about the little things that you can do better, the details, whether it's turnover, create turnovers. There's so many statistics that we can improve in that it's hard to pinpoint just one thing. I'm certainly excited about this team. I'm excited about the guys we got coming back. I love their work ethic. I love the spring we had, and I'm just excited to be able to coach them.
Was there anything about the spring once going back and really examining the film that kind of jumped out and kind of make it a little better than what you thought, and conversely, look at the areas that make it a little need more work?
I think it's hard to say from the spring game. It's so fast, and it's such a pass environment. I mean, that's not a real game for us. I mean, we don't try to run the ball out. We try to throw it as much as we can, and you have both ends of the half that you have to go 2 minutes whether you have a lead or not. So I look at the spring in its totality, not really in just that game, but I thought a lot of guys improved. I thought we had a lot of guys step up in positions of need, and we've got to do that with the guys incoming. We got a lot of defensive linemen coming in. We got a lot of receivers coming in, and that's the two areas that we need the depth, that we need the players at the most.
Speaking of those guys coming in, I think it's 12 scholarship guys. You're looking at with 2 grad transfers. Where does that stand right now? I mean, do you guys expect to get all of them? Is there you're still waiting on some stuff there?
Well, I can't comment on the grad transfers, as you know. So whether or not they'll come or not is really still up in the air. But as far as the other guys, yeah, we got full expectation that everybody will be there in the summer to practice, to compete. All those guys are finishing up kind of right now. They're in their finals, depending on what state they're in or where they are. And I know they're looking forward to getting into our place and starting work.
Can we talk about the continued development of Jake Fromm, the quarterback? How's that?
Yeah, I think Jake's doing a great job. I think he's got kind of some more quarterback guys around him with Cully going there working with him. He's excited about that. I think for him, it's been a transition through the coordinator position where he's kind of a sponge. He's got more of an opinion now. He understands what we're trying to do offensively. So I think anytime you've got a 3-year starter, he can give you input on the things he likes about the offense, the things he dislikes, the things he thinks can be successful, and that input's helpful. It's always helpful, but ultimately as coaches, we got to decide what we're going to do.
Kirby, I guess it's the time of year where the transfer portal might get a little more busy. I know Jaden Hunter decided to put his name in there. Anybody else from the spring, not necessarily transfers, but just off the roster that you can share with us?
No, none that I can think of. I mean, Jaden, I was really close with his father and got to play football with him here and know his mom. His mom played basketball at Georgia. We're certainly understanding and sympathetic to the fact that he wants to look around. And he's a great kid. He does everything right for us on and off the field. He's been a pleasure to work with, and we wish him nothing but the best if he chooses to go and chooses to return, then we'd love to have him. But nobody else that right now that is out there.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the development of Karis Jackson and Malik Herring over the last few years?
Well, Kiers is still developing. I think that you really hadn't seen the best of Kiers. He was a kid that we